Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The diagnostic trouble code DTC P0443 refers to a malfunction within the EVAP, Evaporative Emission Control System, Canister Purge valve circuit. This component plays a crucial role in controlling the flow of fuel vapors from the fuel tank to the engine for combustion, thus preventing the release of harmful emissions into the atmosphere. Commonly located in the engine compartment, the EVAP Canister Purge valve is engaged once the vehicle reaches a certain operating state, allowing the engine to draw vapors when conditions are suitable. When this DTC is triggered, it indicates that there is an electrical issue or malfunction in the valve's operation, which can lead to insufficient fuel vapor management, causing performance issues or increased emissions. Troubleshooting is essential to identify whether the valve itself is faulty or if there's a wiring issue affecting its operation. This guide will follow a systematic approach to diagnose and potentially rectify the issues linked to DTC P0443 in Honda CR-V models from 2017 to 2022. DTC P0443 specifically addresses a malfunction within the EVAP Canister Purge valve circuit. The EVAP Canister Purge valve is primarily responsible for managing fuel vapors from the fuel tank and directing them to the engine for combustion under optimal conditions. Located within the engine compartment, the valve works in tandem with other components in the evaporative system to ensure that harmful vapors do not escape into the atmosphere. Essentially, the valve operates based on engine conditions and temperature to facilitate the recycling of vapors, which is vital for both performance and emissions control. When this circuit malfunctions, it can disrupt the delicate balance of vapor management, leading to performance drops and possibly triggering additional DTCs or inefficiencies in emissions control systems. In the case of Honda CR-V models, a malfunction not only affects compliance with emissions regulations, but also affects the vehicle's overall performance. There are several potential causes for the occurrence of DTC P0443. First, the EVAP canister purge valve may be stuck open, preventing it from properly sealing and leading to excessive vapors being routed to the engine, which can impair performance. Conversely, if the valve is stuck closed, the system cannot draw vapors when it should, resulting in increased gas tank pressure and potential operational problems. Additionally, wiring issues such as short circuits or open connections could disrupt the electrical signals necessary for the valve's operation. Loosely connected or damaged connectors can also cause a loss of communication between components. Lastly, a malfunctioning PCM, powertrain control module, could misinterpret signals or fail to control the valve correctly, which would also prompt the DTC to trigger. Analyzing these causes systematically will be key to diagnosing the issue. Several symptoms can occur due to the DTC P0443, which typically alert drivers to a potential issue with the EVAP Canister Purge valve circuit. One of the most immediate indicators is the illumination of the check engine light, CEL, on the dashboard, indicating that performance or emissions conditions require attention. Another common symptom may be a noticeable decrease in fuel economy, as the engine may struggle to optimize fuel vapor management effectively. This can also manifest as rough engine performance, where hiccups or stutters occur during acceleration or idling. In instances where the malfunction is significant, the vehicle may fail an emissions test, prompting further investigation. Lastly, drivers may observe vapor leaks or unusual smells, indicating that the system isn't containing vapors as designed. Recognizing these symptoms early on is crucial for effective troubleshooting. The initial step in troubleshooting DTC P0443 involves a series of checks to confirm the presence of the error code. First, turn the vehicle to the on mode ensuring that all electrical systems are activated without starting the engine. Following this, use the HDS, Honda Diagnostic System, to clear any existing DTCs, which allows us to reset the system and analyze fresh data. Start the engine and maintain the RPM at 3000 for a few minutes until the radiator fan activates. This ensures that the engine is in a stable operating state. Finally, perform another DTC check using the HDS to determine if P0443 is indicated once again. If the code reappears, it confirms that a fault is indeed present, and you can move to the next steps in the troubleshooting process. Conversely, if the code is not present, it may indicate an intermittent issue that warrants further investigation of the system's wiring or connectors. The second step focuses on determining the operational status of the EVAP Canister Purge valve. Start by removing the high-pressure fuel pump cover and disconnecting the fuel bracket, which provides access to the necessary components in the engine compartment. With the vehicle turned off, allow the engine to cool down to below 140 degrees Fahrenheit to ensure safety during diagnosis. Disconnect the vacuum hose from the EVAP Canister Purge valve. This valve is essential as it facilitates the correct flow of vapors within the EVAP system. Next, connect a vacuum pump or gauge to the valve to check for vacuum when the engine is running. By starting the engine and allowing it to idle, you can assess whether the vacuum is present. If vacuum is detected, it indicates that the valve is stuck open, leading to a clear indication of malfunction. If no vacuum is noted, the valve is likely stuck closed, compelling you to follow the next diagnostic steps to ascertain the underlying issue. In Step 3, the objective is to check for continuity in the circuit related to the EVAP Canister Purge valve. Start by switching the vehicle to the off, lock mode for safety, and take steps to disconnect the purge valve's 2P connector. This disconnection is essential for performing accurate continuity tests without interference from other components. Next, it's crucial to check for continuity between the designated test points in the circuit with the vehicle off. Test point 1 refers to the relevant female terminal number 1 of the purge valve connector, while test point 2 should be connected to a reliable body ground. If continuity is present, it signifies that the wiring and connections up to that point are intact, allowing you to proceed to further diagnostic evaluations. If there is no continuity, however, the next course of action would be to replace the EVAP Canister Purge valve, as it may be the root cause of the malfunction. Step 4 of the troubleshooting process delves into checking for potential short circuits in the wiring connected to the EVAP Canister Purge valve. Begin by jumping the SCS service check signal line using the HDS, allowing you to run diagnostics while ensuring any existing codes are cleared. Disconnect the PCM, Powertrain Control Module, Connector B, which is essential for isolating potential electronic interference. With both the EVAP Canister Purge Valve connector and PCM connector disconnected, check for continuity between the designated test points. Specifically, test point 1 should correspond to the female terminal number 1 at the purge valve connector, while test point 2 should reach body ground. If continuity is found at this stage, it may indicate a short somewhere along the wiring. If detected, repair the short in the PCS, purge control signal, wire between the PCM and the valve to resolve the DTC. The fifth troubleshooting step is aimed at checking for any open wires in the circuit pertinent to the EVAP Canister Purge valve. Start by ensuring that the vehicle is turned to the off-lock mode. Then disconnect the EVAP Canister Purge Valve 2P connector to facilitate accurate measurements. After disconnecting, turn the ignition to the on mode without starting the engine. This step powers the circuit, allowing for the measurement of voltage between two specific test points. Test point 1 involves terminal number 2 of the EVAP Canister Purge valve connector, while test point 2 should be connected to a body ground. If voltage is measured successfully, it signifies that the IG1, ignition 1, ACG IG1 main, IG1 PCS wire is functioning normally. However, if no battery voltage is detected, this could indicate an open wire between the EVAP Canister Purge valve and the relevant fuse in the fuse relay box, warranting immediate repair to restore function. In the 6th troubleshooting step, the goal is again to verify the continuity of the wiring connected to the EVAP Canister Purge valve. Before proceeding, ensure the vehicle is in the off-lock mode and jump the SCS line with the HDS for a comprehensive diagnostics session. Disconnect the PCM connector B as previously done, which allows you to isolate the circuit for this specific test. As in prior steps, check for continuity between the designated test points while keeping the EVAP Canister Purge valve connector disconnected. Test point 1 remains the same, interfacing with the valve connector, while test point 2 will connect to correspond with the PCM connector B's number 15 terminal. If continuity is verified, it indicates that the PCS wire is in good condition, and you may proceed to further diagnostics or repairs. In the event that continuity does not exist, it's crucial to repair the open wire in the PCS line between the PCM and the EVAP Canister Purge valve to rectify the error. The final troubleshooting step involves checking the internal resistance of the EVAP Canister Purge valve to ascertain its operational quality. Firstly, ensure the vehicle is still in the off-lock mode to maintain safety during inspection. With the EVAP Canister Purge valve 2P connector disconnected, measure the resistance between the male terminals of the connector at the valve side. It is essential to measure the resistance across test points that correspond with the valve's terminals. The expected resistance reading should fall within the range of 22 to 27 ohms at room temperature. If the measurement falls within this acceptable range, the EVAP Canister Purge valve is operating correctly, and you may need to consult authorized service information related to any DTCs or related symptoms of issues. Conversely, if the resistance does not align with expectations, it strongly indicates that the valve has failed internally, necessitating its replacement to restore functionality and eliminate the DTC. After completing the necessary repairs based on the troubleshooting steps, it's crucial to validate the resolution of the DTC P0443. Start by rechecking for any remaining DTCs using the HDS, ensuring that the new repairs have addressed the issue effectively. Once the diagnostic check confirms no additional codes, assess the operation of the newly installed or repaired EVAP Canister Purge valve by conducting a test drive. During this drive, carefully observe the engine's performance under various conditions, including acceleration and idling scenarios, to ensure smooth operation and no lingering symptoms. It's vital to check that there are no pending codes or check engine lights illuminated after the drive, as this verifies that the repairs were successful. If all systems appear to function correctly, you can safely conclude the repair process for DTC P0443. To prevent future occurrences of DTC P0443, implementing regular preventive maintenance is crucial for ensuring the integrity of the EVAP system. Regular inspections of the EVAP Canister Purge valve and its connections can significantly minimize the risk of malfunction caused by wear and tear or corrosion. Additionally, monitoring for DTCs during routine maintenance checks allows for early detection of potential issues before they escalate into more extensive repairs. Keeping the fuel system clean and free of contaminants also plays a significant role in maintaining proper operation of the EVAP system. Lastly, ensuring that the vehicle is filled with quality fuel and avoiding overfilling the gas tank can reduce the chances of vapor leaks and system pressure issues, promoting optimal long-term performance and compliance with emissions regulations. In conclusion, addressing DTC P0443 requires a systematic and methodical troubleshooting approach aimed at diagnosing and resolving the issues related to the EVAP Canister Purge valve circuit. The identified issue primarily revolves around the malfunction of the purge valve, which may either be stuck open or closed, along with potential wiring or connector issues. Emphasizing electrical checks during the diagnosis highlights the intricate relationship between the valve, the PCM, and the surrounding circuitry, which is pivotal for successful operation. Additionally, understanding the importance of regular maintenance cannot be overstated, as it assures longevity and efficiency while helping the vehicle maintain compliance with emission standards. Moving forward, continuing to monitor the EVAP system for performance and integrity will play a critical role in avoiding potential failures and ensuring optimal operation of the vehicle. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.